The rain pounded against the school window like angry fists as 12-year-old Riley huddled in the dark corner of the empty classroom, her backpack clutched to her chest like a shield. It had only been hours since her world shattered, her mother's scream echoing in her ears. "You're disgusting. Get out and never come back." After catching her sharing an innocent peck with her best friend Sarah during a sleepover. Now, alone and terrified, Riley whispered to herself, "Why did I do it? Why couldn't I just be normal like everyone else?" Her thoughts raced in the silence, replaying the scene over and over. The look of betrayal on her father's face, the way he turned away without a word, letting her mother drag her to the door and shove her into the night. She was just a kid, experimenting with feelings she didn't fully understand, but in their conservative suburban home in upstate New York, that was enough to brand her an outcast. What if they never let me back? What if I'm really broken? The questions gnawed at her, mixing with the hunger pangs in her empty stomach. She had nowhere to go. No relatives who would understand. No friends whose parents wouldn't judge. As the clock ticked past midnight, exhaustion pulled her into a fitful sleep on the cold linoleum floor. Dreams twisted into nightmares of rejection, of being chased by shadows that whispered slurs she'd overheard at school. But then a beam of light pierced the darkness, a flashlight sweeping the room. Riley jolted awake, heart pounding to see a figure in uniform standing over her. "Hey kid, what are you doing here?" The voice was firm but kind, belonging to Officer Elena Torres, a 30-year-old patrol cop who'd been called in for a routine check after the janitor reported a suspicious noise. Elena's mind flashed with concern as she knelt down, her badge glinting under the flashlight. Another runaway? But this one looks so young, so fragile. "I'm not here to hurt you," she said softly, seeing the fear in the girl's wide eyes. Riley burst into tears, the dam breaking as she stammered out her story. The kiss, the yelling, the door slamming shut. Why me? Riley thought, why does loving someone have to feel like a crime? Elena listened without judgment, her own past flickering in her memory. The hidden crushes in high school, the fear of coming out in a macho police academy. She couldn't just leave this child to the system. "Let's get you somewhere safe," Elena decided, helping Riley to her feet. At the station, under the harsh fluorescent lights, Elena fought the bureaucracy. Child Services wanted to place her in foster care immediately, but something in Riley's plea, "Please don't send me away," tugged at her. Elena, single and childless, had fostered before. Why not now? It was a snap decision, one that would change everything. As they drove to Elena's modest apartment in the city, Riley stared out the window, wondering if this stranger could really be her salvation, or just another disappointment waiting to happen. The first weeks were a whirlwind of adjustment. Riley's parents refused to take her back, citing moral corruption, in heated phone calls that left Elena fuming. How can they abandon their own daughter? She thought, her protective instincts kicking in. She enrolled Riley in a new school, bought her clothes, and tried to create a sense of normalcy. But inside, Riley battled waves of guilt. Was it my fault for not hiding better? Should I pretend to be straight to make them love me again? Nightly, she lay awake, hearing Elena's soft breathing from the couch where she slept to give Riley the bed. Elena, too, wrestled with doubts. Fostering a gay kid in a world full of bigots, was she equipped for this? Her colleagues at the precinct whispered, some supportive, others skeptical. "You're playing house with a troubled teen," one said. But Elena pushed back, drawing from her own closeted youth. "I won't let her feel alone like I did." Their bond grew through small moments. Shared dinners where Riley opened up about her crushes, Elena sharing stories of resilience. Yet, tension simmered. Riley's parents filed for custody revocation, claiming Elena was influencing her negatively. The court hearing loomed like a storm cloud. Riley's heart raced as she sat in the sterile room, her parents glaring from across the aisle. "She's confused," her mother testified, tears staged for effect. "We can fix her." "Fix me?" Riley thought, anger bubbling. Elena stood firm, her testimony a beacon. "This child needs love, not conversion." The judge ruled in favor of temporary foster care. But the victory felt hollow. As they left, Riley whispered, "Thank you." But inside, she wondered if trusting anyone was worth the risk of more pain. School became another battleground. Whispers followed Riley, the lesbian foster kid. Bullies cornered her, shoving her against lockers. "Why can't I just disappear?" She agonized. Elena taught her self-defense, but the real fight was internal. One night, after a particularly brutal day, Riley confessed, "I hate who I am." Elena held her, saying, "You're perfect as you are." That moment planted a seed, but doubt lingered. As months turned to a year, Riley turned 13. Her feelings evolving into a quiet admiration for Elena's strength. But society watched, ready to pounce on any perceived impropriety. Years blurred as Riley navigated high school under Elena's guardianship, the apartment becoming a fragile sanctuary amid mounting storms. At 15, Riley faced her first real romance, a secret fling with classmate Mia, stolen kisses in the library that made her heart soar. But guilt clawed at her. What if Elena finds out and thinks I'm reckless? What if my parents were right? The relationship crumbled when Mia's family moved, leaving Riley heartbroken and questioning her worth. Elena noticed the change, the withdrawn silences. "Talk to me," she urged over breakfast. Riley hesitated, then spilled it all. The thrill, the loss, the fear of being unlovable. Elena shared her own story. Coming out at 25, losing friends, but gaining authenticity. It's okay to hurt, but don't let it define you. Their conversations deepened. Elena becoming more than a guardian, a confidant. Yet, Elena's own life complicated things. She dated women sporadically, careful not to bring them home, aware of the optics. Am I setting a bad example? She wondered, balancing her needs with Riley's stability. Family pressure escalated. Riley's parents, influenced by their church, launched a smear campaign, petitioning for her return with claims of indoctrination. Social media buzzed with anonymous posts accusing Elena of grooming. The precinct investigated, suspending Elena temporarily. Rage boiled in her. How dare they twist my help into something vile? Riley, overhearing the calls, felt responsible. If I go back, maybe it'll stop. But the thought of leaving Elena terrified her. In therapy, mandated by the court, Riley unpacked layers of trauma. I feel like a burden, she admitted. The therapist probed deeper, revealing suppressed anger toward her parents. Why did they choose hate over me? Elena attended sessions too, her presence a steady anchor. But cracks appeared. Elena's frustration led to arguments. You can't keep punishing yourself, she snapped one night. Riley retorted. Maybe I deserve it. The words hung heavy, both regretting the outburst. High school drama peaked at prom. Riley wanted to go with a girl, but fear won out. She went alone. Watching couples dance, envy twisted her gut. Am I doomed to hide forever? Elena picked her up early, sensing the distress. On the drive home, Riley broke down. I want what you have, freedom. Elena pulled over, her voice soft. You'll get there, but it's a fight. That night, a subtle shift occurred. Riley saw Elena not just as protector, but as a woman of quiet beauty and resolve. As Riley turned 18, legal adulthood brought choices. Her parents reached out, offering reconciliation if she repented. Temptation flickered. A family again? But memories of rejection stung. Elena encouraged independence. Decide for you. Riley chose college nearby, majoring in psychology to understand her own mind. Living in dorms, she dated openly for the first time, but each relationship echoed past hurts. One girlfriend just cheated, shattering trust. Why does love always betray me? She journaled. Elena's career rebounded, promotion to sergeant, but personal life stalled. A breakup with her partner left her questioning. Is helping Riley enough? Or am I avoiding my own happiness? They met weekly for coffee, conversations laced with unspoken depth. Society's gaze lingered, rumors of their unnatural bond fueled by Riley's parents' allies. A confrontation at a family gathering turned ugly. Her father accused Elena of stealing her. Riley defended fiercely. You threw me away. The fallout? Estrangement deepened. College years tested loyalties. Riley joined LGBTQ+ groups, advocating against conversion therapy, drawing from her pain. But activism brought backlash, threats online, protests at events. Elena worried, her protective side clashing with Riley's independence. You're putting yourself in danger, she argued. Riley shot back. Hiding didn't save me before. The tension built, a powder keg of emotions. One evening, after a rally gone wrong with police intervention, Riley called Elena in tears. "I need you." Elena rushed over, holding her as sobs subsided. In that embrace, something stirred, awareness of mutual reliance, hinting at more. Post-college at 22, Riley landed a job as a counselor at a youth center in New York City, channeling her scars into healing others. But success masked inner turmoil, recurring nightmares of abandonment, doubts about her identity. Am I truly worthy of love, or just damaged goods? Dating remained fraught. A relationship with Taylor ended in accusations of emotional unavailability. "You're always holding back," Taylor said. Riley knew it was true, walls built from years of rejection. Elena, now 35, rose to detective, her life a whirlwind of cases involving hate crimes. Each one reminded her of Riley's story, fueling her drive. But loneliness crept in. Friends married, started families, while she remained single, devoted to her foster daughter turned friend. Is this all there is? She pondered during late nights. Their bond evolved. Weekly dinners became confessions. Riley shared work triumphs. Elena vented precinct politics. Subtle glances lingered, unspoken attraction simmering beneath the surface. A crisis ignited when Riley's parents suffered a health scare. Her mother hospitalized. Guilt surged. Should I reach out? Elena advised caution. They hurt you deeply. But Riley visited, hoping for closure. The reunion was tense, apologies mixed with conditions. "We've prayed for you," her father said. Prayed the gay away? Riley thought bitterly. She left conflicted, confiding in Elena. "Part of me wants to forgive." Elena's response was measured. "Forgiveness is for you, not them." But jealousy flickered in Elena. Fear of losing Riley to reconciliation. Work at the center exposed Riley to harsh realities. Teens facing similar rejections. One case, a girl named Lena, mirrored her past, kicked out suicidal. Riley poured herself in, but burnout loomed. "Why can't I save them all?" Elena noticed the strain, inviting her for a weekend getaway to the Catskills. Amid hikes and fireside talks, barriers crumbled. "You've been my rock," Riley admitted. Elena replied. "And you've given me purpose." In a moment of vulnerability, their hands brushed, sparks igniting questions. Is this wrong? Society's taboos screamed yes. The age gap, the history. Back in the city, tension escalated. Riley's ex, Jess, resurfaced, spreading rumors of her inappropriate relationship with Elena. Social media exploded, petitions calling for Elena's demotion. The precinct investigated again, this time deeper. Elena faced her captain. "It's baseless." But doubt seeded. "Have I crossed lines unknowingly?" Riley defended publicly, writing an op-ed on foster care and LGBTQ+ rights. But it backfired. Protests outside her work. Betrayed by allies? She agonized. A pivotal confrontation occurred at a charity event. Riley's parents attended, cornering her. "Come home, leave that woman." Elena overheard, stepping in. "She's not yours to control." Words flew, accusations of manipulation. Riley snapped. "You abandoned me." Storming out, she realized the truth. Her heart belonged with Elena. That night, alone in her apartment, Riley confessed via text. "I think I'm falling for you." Elena's reply. "We need to talk." The meeting was electric, charged with years of build-up. "This could ruin us," Elena warned, citing ethics society. Riley countered. "Or save us." They agreed to explore slowly, but secrecy bred paranoia. Dates in disguise, stolen moments. Joy mingled with fear. What if we're discovered? Elena's promotion hung in balance. Riley's job threatened by scandals. A friend betrayed them, leaking details to the press. Headlines screamed. Cop and former foster child in forbidden romance? The fallout was swift. Elena suspended, Riley harassed online. Inner conflicts raged. Riley questioned, "Is love worth this destruction?" Elena pondered. "Did I fail as a guardian by allowing this?" They argued fiercely. "We should end it," Elena said. "No, fight for us." Riley pleaded. In the heat, truths emerged. Elena's fear of vulnerability, Riley's abandonment issues. Reconciliation followed, but damage lingered. The scandal's waves crashed relentlessly, forcing Riley and Elena into hiding at a friend's cabin upstate. At 25, Riley reflected on the irony. From runaway to fugitive in love. Is this the price of authenticity? Days blurred in isolation. Conversations peeling back layers. Elena admitted her early attraction. I saw myself in you, but it grew. Riley confessed. You were my hero, now you're my heart. But doubt poisoned paradise. What if society's right, we're wrong? Back in the city, legal battles loomed. Elena's union fought the suspension, arguing privacy rights. Riley testified. Our love is real, not predatory. Media frenzy amplified voices. Supporters hailed them as trailblazers. Detractors labeled them deviants. Riley's parents fueled the fire, interviews decrying moral decay. Betrayal stung deepest when a colleague outed Elena's past relationships. Why turn on your own? Elena despaired. Therapy resumed, joint sessions unraveling knots. Society's lens distorts us, the counselor said. Riley internalized. Am I repeating cycles of pain? Elena questioned. Is sacrificing my career fair? Decisions weighed heavy. A job offer for Riley in California tempted escape. Come with me, she urged. Elena hesitated. My life's here. The argument escalated. You're choosing fear over us. Riley accused. I'm choosing reality. Elena retorted. Silence followed, both pondering the cost. A turning point came via a young client at the center. Expelled for being trans, echoing Riley's youth. Mentoring her reignited purpose. I can't run, I must fight. Elena, cleared after investigation, returned to work amid whispers. Promotion denied, she considered quitting. For what? Us. Riley asked. For me, Elena replied, a breakthrough. They went public strategically, an interview sharing their story, emphasizing consent growth. Reactions polarized. Support flooded from LGBTQ+ communities, but backlash intensified, threats, vandalism. Riley's car keyed with slurs. Terror gripped her. Is love a battlefield I can survive? Elena's resolve hardened. We'll face it together. But a family intervention shattered illusions. Riley's extended relatives ambushed, pleading return to normalcy. She's brainwashed you, an aunt said. Riley exploded. No, you all failed me. Walking away, she chose Elena definitively. Yet mending wasn't easy. Elena's drinking increased under stress, leading to a blowout. You're pulling away, Riley confronted. I'm scared of losing you, Elena admitted. Vulnerability bridged the gap, intimacy deepening without crossing lines. They moved in together, a bold statement. Neighbors stared, but solidarity grew. Riley advanced at work, leading workshops on resilience. Elena mentored queer youth in the force. A final betrayal struck when Jess, the ex, sued for defamation over the op-ed. Courtroom drama unearthed old wounds. Testimonies questioning Riley's stability. Am I strong enough? She wondered. Elena supported unwaveringly. We've beaten worse. The case dismissed, but exhaustion set in. Was it worth it? Riley asked one night. Every scar, Elena affirmed. Their bond, forged in fire, felt unbreakable. As years settled, at 28 for Riley and 41 for Elena, life normalized. Weddings attended as a couple, friends accepting. But shadows lingered. Riley's parents' deathbed request for forgiveness. She visited, emotions churning. Do I owe them peace? We were wrong, her mother whispered. Tears fell, but closure eluded. I forgive, but I won't forget, Riley said. Returning to Elena, she pondered. Did I betray my younger self? Stability proved illusory as new challenges arose. Riley, now 30, faced infertility struggles after deciding on family building. Why us? She lamented, hormones amplifying doubts. Elena, at 43, supported through treatments, but strain showed. We're enough, she reassured, but internally. Am I failing her again? Adoption loomed, but their history complicated applications. Agencies wary of controversial couples. Work pressures mounted. Riley's promotion to director brought scrutiny. A board member, conservative, pushed for her ouster citing lifestyle. Protests ensued, allies rallying. Elena investigated related hate crimes, one targeting their center. Fear escalated. Is our visibility endangering others? A bomb threat evacuated the building, Riley blaming herself. My fight brought this. Elena countered. Hate did. A moral dilemma peaked when Elena's case involved a homophobic parent abusing their child. Echoes of Riley's past. Should she push for prosecution, risking the kid's trauma? Justice demands it, Elena decided, but fallout included threats to them. Riley urged caution. Think of us. Conflict brewed. Duty first, Elena said. What about our life? Riley replied. Compromise won, but resentment simmered. Reconciliation with society teased. A documentary featured their story, humanizing struggles. Praise poured in, but trolls amplified. Riley's inner monologue raged. Why must we prove our humanity? Elena's health scare, a minor heart issue, forced perspective. I can't lose you, Riley whispered in the hospital. You won't, Elena promised. Recovery strengthened resolve. Adoption succeeded after appeals. A baby girl, Elena. Joy overwhelmed, but parenting unearthed insecurities. Riley feared repeating parental failures. Will I abandon her emotionally? Elena worried about providing stability amid her job's dangers. Nights of doubt led to talks. We're in this, they affirmed. Elena's first step symbolized hope, but external pressures persisted. School forms questioning two moms. A climactic confrontation arose at a family reunion Riley organized for Elena's sake. Relatives attended warily. Old wounds reopened. You've corrupted another generation, an uncle sneered. Riley stood tall. Love isn't corruption. Elena backed her, but the evening ended in tears. Driving home, Riley questioned. Was exposing Elena worth it? Years later, with Elena at 10, parallels emerged. She questioned her identity. Riley guided gently, drawing from experience. But society evolved slowly. Anti-LGBTQ+ laws threatened rights. Activism reignited, Riley leading marches, Elena providing security. A violent clash at a protest injured Elena. In the ER, Riley's world tilted. What if I lose her? Recovery was slow, forcing retirement considerations. In quiet moments, they reflected on the journey, from rescue to romance, trials to triumphs. No regrets, Elena said. Riley agreed but pondered the costs. Lost family, scarred psyches, constant battles. Elena's innocence contrasted their scars, inspiring hope. Yet, the story's end posed a lingering query. Was Riley's choice to embrace her truth, despite the endless pain it brought to those around her, ultimately the righteous path?